What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. What's going on? How are ya? Now today is March the 18th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we're going to start off here in Washington, D.C. We will finish up in New York City. Our first vendor of the video is going to be the Base of Ops vendor. Here we go.
Hello, Agent.
And starting off at the top, we have the safety distance. This is the named SIG MPX with perfect outsider and swap speed as that bottom attribute. You can easily just change that bottom attribute to either damage to targets at a cover or damage to armor, and you're good to go. For the other weapons, we have a Tommy gun with magazine size and sadist, a TKB with armor damage and preservation, and finally a first wave PF45 with swap speed and determined. Looking at the gear items, we have a Providence backpack with crit damage, health, and vigilance. This is a really good backpack. You could make it double crit by changing the health to headshot damage, or you could change it to crit chance and go, double crit or headshot crit damage. There you go. Now the thing is that this is vigilance, and well, Providence does have a named backpack called the Gift with perfect vigilance. However, note that perfect vigilance and vigilance are the exact same damage buff numbers. The only difference is the cooldown. So on normal vigilance, if you get shot, the cooldown is 4 seconds, but it's 3 seconds for that perfect vigilance. So that's the difference there. And finally, we have a Heliguard chest piece with skill damage, weapon handling, and tamper-proof. Looking at the mods, we have Headshot 7.6, Drone Armor Repair 6.2, Turret Duration 5.8, and Sticky Bomb, Blast Radius of 4.8. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the Base of Ops. The safety distance isn't bad. I know a lot of people love the safety distance. What I would do is just change that swap speed to damage targets at a cover. You're good to go. As far as the gear items, that Providence backpack with vigilance is good. Just remember that there is perfect vigilance out there, but it's not a big difference. Highly recommend picking this one up if you don't have either. And that is it for the Base of Ops. Let's run over here to the Countdown and Clan vendors. Now remember that the Countdown and Clan vendors are in New York City as well, just so you know. But we'll jump over here and see them while we're here in the base. First up, we have the Countdown vendor. Ooh. Starting with a decent Pyromaniac. Remember that the Pyromaniac is the named Police M4 with perfectly ignited, and this one comes with a headshot, but you could easily just change that to damage targets at a cover, and you're good to go. Following that, we have the Courier. This is the named Habsburg Guard backpack with perfect creeping death, and this one's skill haste and explosive resistance. And finally, we have a fan-favorited Black Friday. This is the named LMG with perfectly unhinged, and this one also with decent attributes. Just change that crit chance to damage to armor, and you're good to go. That's a good one, Black Friday. That is a PvP exclusive item, and they do sell them at the Countdown vendors every once in a while, so pick that one up for sure. But all right, now jumping over to the Clan vendor, and before we do, big shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms, so again, join my Discord, put your name down on whatever, join the clan on whatever platform you are on, and then whenever I have spots open, I'll send out a message and get everyone into the DoD. But speaking of which, here is your Clan vendor.
Something particular I can help you find?
Starting with the named Palisade chest piece called the Combustor. This one, perfectly explosive delivery for that talent, and hazard and armor regeneration for the attributes. Looking at the gear set items, we have Aegis gloves with armor regeneration, not bad. Rigor backpack with skill damage. Hardwired mask with skill haste. Going to the high-end items, we have a Hunting M44 with in-sync rate of fire. The Big Show, this is the named LMG with perfect Thunderstrike. And this one, max LMG damage. All you have to do is change that crit chance to damage to armor. You're good to go there. Following that, we have the Prophet. This is the named Magnum with perfect determined, and this week with magazine size. But again, just change that bottom attribute to damage to targets at a cover, and you're good to go. And then, what is this? Finally, for the high-end weapons, we have a P90 with damage to targets at a cover, max crit chance, and preservation. Not bad. It's kind of like a Emmeline's Guard, but the normal variant. Not bad at all. For the high-end gear items, we have a Murakami holster with repair skills and weapon handling. Not bad. Habsburg Guard knee pads with hazard and health. And finally, Palisade holster with crit damage and weapon handling. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 16.8, Seeker Mine radius 4.5, incoming repairs 17.6, and shield health of 4.3. Now, must buys, things to look for from your clan vendor. The Aegis gloves are actually not bad. The Prophet's a good weapon. The Big Show's not bad. The Murakami would be good with a healer build, but you gotta, make sure you know what to look for on that. But that's really it. Not much from the clan vendor. Okay. Now that is it for the base of ops. Now it's time to travel west, and then we will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Let's go. Now, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But here we are at the campus settlement. Let's run over here. And if you didn't know, today is the embargo day for Assassin's Creed Shadows, so I will be streaming that. Little exclusive drops and early access, just so you know. All right, here we go. Campus. Starting with the Quiet Roar. This is the named Stoner LAMG with Perfect Overwhelmed, and, well, this one with damaged armor. It's exactly what you want. It's not bad. I just don't like the weapon. It shoots way too slow for my liking, but this is a good one to pick up if you like it. Moving on, we have a G28 with magazine size and ignited, and finally a classic RPK with flatline and crit hit damage. Looking at the gear items, we have a Cheska mask with headshot and status, and a Lingmo holster with crit damage and hazard. That's not bad. You could go double crit with that one and just keep the armor. Yeah, that one's not bad at all. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 16.2, Chem launcher duration 4.3, Hive plus 4 stim charges, pulse radius 8.9, and trap duration of 4.2. Must buy things to look for from the campus. The Lingmo. Check that one out. Probably go double crit if I were you. Just saying. Just saying. Now it's time to go to our Dark Zone vendors, starting with Dark Zone West. West! Let's go. Now, before we do that, you do need DZ resources to purchase anything from these vendors. So, DZ resources. Go to your resources tab, and just above your keys, you will see your Dark Zone resources. For example, I'm at 378 out of 999. So if I need any more Dark Zone resources, I have to go into the Dark Zone, open up the little blue boxes that will add them to my inventory immediately, or I have to pick up contaminated items, deconstruct them into Dark Zone resources, and then extract them. So those are the two ways of getting DZ resources. And remember, that's the only way to purchase any of these items from the DZ vendors. Starting with DZ West.
Anything you're looking for?
And we have the Harmony. This is the named rifle with perfectly in sync, and this one with rate of fire. Not bad, just change the rate of fire to damage targets at a cover, and you're good to go. Moving on, we have a double barrel sawed-off with in sync and damage to targets at a cover, and an M16A2 with damage to targets at a cover and behind you. Looking at the gear items, we have True Patriot gloves with explosive resistance, Hunter's Fury knee pads with health, Palisade Steelworks gloves with double crit. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's funny because that would be the same setup if you were to wear the death grips, and instead of having it 511 and having health as a bonus, you could just do it this way and have the double crit and the armor regeneration, or the armor on kill. That's not bad. That's a good pair of gloves. And finally, for the gear items, we have a Brazos pair of knee pads with health and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have Disrupt Resistance 8.4, Seeker Mine +1 Cluster, Shield Damage Bonus 4%, Firefly +1 Max Target, and finally, Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ West. The Harmony is always a good one. But that Palisade pair of gloves are nice. I like them. I like them a lot. Okay. Now let's take our talents down south to the DZ South. Let's go. We going down south, boy. Ooh, boy. I'm from the south. The deep south. You guys remember Little Nicky? Man, I love Little Nicky. Anyways, here we go. DZ South, big money, no whammies. Starting with the Point Man, this is the named Heliogard chest piece with perfect Vanguard, and this one crit damage and hazard. You could easily make this one double crit, or you could go hazard armor regeneration. There's multiple ways you can run this chest piece. It's a good one. Pick it up. Looking at the high-end weapons, we have a Vector 9mm with magazine sizing and pressure point, a PDR with crit hit damage and spike, a M45A1 with stability and thunderstrike. Looking at the gear items, we have Refactor backpack with max crit chance. Meh, it's alright. Eclipse Protocol chest piece with status. Nice. Habsburg Guard backpack with headshot and concussion. Very, very nice. But also explosive resistance, so there's that. And then finally, Sokolov. Concern chest piece with health, weapon handling, and spark. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.3, drone deflect duration 6.3, turret duration 6.1, and sticky bomb duration 6.4. Must buy things to look for from DZ South. I mean, the Point Man's not bad. The Eclipse isn't bad. The Habsburg Guard isn't bad, but that's really about it. Ooh, it's raining. The weather outside is weather. But all right, so that is it for DZ South. Before we go to DZ East, we need to make a pit stop to the castle settlement. Now, for the castle settlement, I go to the descent entrance. That way I can just run up the stairs here, pet the dog, and then turn around for the vendor. So go up the stairs. Here's the doggy. Pet the dog. Oh, you barking at me. Oh! How many interactions can we do? Oh, petting. Oh, shaking hands. Hold on. What else? What else can we do? Oops, stretching. Oh, snap. Oh, shaking my hand again. Yo, how many times can I interact with this dog? Bark, bark. Whoa! Oh, stretching. I've never been able to interact with this dog this many times before. I think I got him glitched before he's walking away. Oh. Ah, he's walking away. All right. See you, Ransom. Okay, now let's jump over to the vendor and see what the castle is selling. Here we go. Castle vendor. Starting with the Picaro's holster. This is the named Brazos holster that gives you weapon damage as a bottom attribute. And the other one is repair skills. Okay. Not bad. For the weapons, we have a surplus SVD with optimal range and close and personal, and an L86 with health damage and killer. Looking at the gear items, we have a China Light mask with weapon handling, crit hit damage, and Grupo holster with armor regeneration and hazard. Looking at the mods, we have Skill Haste 10.1, Chem Launcher +1 ammo, Hive +4 charges, Pulse Cone Size 6.4, and Trap duration of 5.9. Now, must buys things to look for from the castle. We have the Picaro's holster, and well, that's about it. Just change the repair skills to whatever it is you want, and you're good to go. And that is it for the castle settlement. Now let's make our way to the last Dark Zone vendor, DZ East. Now for DZ East, I go to the Alpha checkpoint, not the main entrance. Now the reason for that is you just exit out of the checkpoint and you're good to go. Now typically you would have to run all the way through the courtyard, but this is a little bit faster. So you can see here's the vendor right here. And DZ East, big money, big money. Yo, the Hollow Man. Pick this one up right now. The Hollow Man mask is in DZ East. Pick this one up right now. Change hazard to whatever it is you want. You're good to go. Pick it up right now. Did I say that enough? Okay. Now, the Hollow Man was double buffed. It was double buffed. So the 2-piece bonus was doubled for that weapon damage. It used to be 5%, now it's 10. And it also got a buff to the health damage. It used to be 10%, now it's 14. This is a great mask. I'm telling you, please pick it up. The Hollow Man mask, DZ East. We have had a bunch of PvP exclusive. What we had the Black Friday, we have the Hollow Man, what the Harmony, right? Yeah. So we're getting some goodies. Moving on, we have a Hunting M44 with stability and Ranger, and a classic RPK with health damage and ignited. Looking at the gear items, we have Striker's Mask with weapon handling, Hunter's Fury holster with crit chance, 511 mask with skill damage, skill haste, and finally Bellstone Armory holster with repair skills and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 15.8, Chem Launcher burn strength 6.2, Hive health 7.8, Pulse effect duration 8.6, and Trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys, things to look for from DZ East. Pick up the Hollow Man mask right now. Right? Meow! Pick it up. And that leaves us with our last stop in Washington, D.C., the theater. The theater. We're going to the theater. All right, here we go. This guy usually has some goodies for us. Let's see. Starting with the Eagle's Grasp. This is the named Zoo Gloves with weapon handling as an attribute. It also has a crit chance on there and decent weapon damage. It's not bad. Not bad at all. For the weapons, we have a M870 with sledgehammer and health damage, a Resolute MK47 with damage targets out of cover, and strained. Looking at the high-end items, we have a Hanayu pair of gloves with repair skills and health, and Sokolov concern knee pads with weapon handling and skill damage. Looking at the mods, we have Armor on Kill 15.8k, Seeker Mine Radius 4.1, Shield Active Regeneration 4.1, Firefly +1 max target, and Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must buys, things to look for from the theater. The Eagle's Grasp it's not bad. If you put these on, you get more weapon handling, you get crit chance, and you get magazine size from the brand set bonus. I mean, they're not bad gloves at all. You could put them on any weapon to make it better. Not bad. But all right, that is it for Washington, D.C. Let's finish up in New York City. Remember, for the rest of these vendors, you do have to have Warlords of New York. Now, we have Marco at the top of the escalator, and then we have Roy Benitez just outside. So starting with Marco here at the top of the escalator, let's see. He has the MP5 with stability and Thunderstrike, followed by an MG5 with armor damage and spike, a tactical SASG with accuracy and strained, and then finally a M45A1 with killer and magazine size. Looking at the gear items, we have Brazos chest piece with armor regeneration, health, and intimidate, a Petrov pair knee pads with headshot and skill haste, Uzina holster with headshot and status, and then moving to the mods, we have crit hit damage 10.3, protection from elites 11.0, drone duration 6.5, firefly damage 6.0, and sticky bomb blast radius of 4.8. Now, must buy things to look for from Marco. Not really. Not really. So that will leave us with our last vendor of the video, Roy Benitez. But wait, make sure you pet the dog. This dog you can only interact with twice. The first one is random, and then that second one, that second one is, could be anything. No, the first one's not random, my bad. The first one, you're just petting him. There we go. The second one's random. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's going to pet. Oh, no. Shake my hand. Very cool. Shaking my hand. All right, here we go. Roy Benitez. Starting with the Vector 9mm. This one crit hit damage and pressure point. Followed by a SOCOM Mark 20 with reload speed and close and personal. A Resolute MK47 with fast hands and swap speed. And finally a Card 45 with ILS and swap speed as well. Looking at the gear items, we have a Douglas and Harding chest piece with weapon handling status and skilled. Grupo knee pads with armor regeneration and weapon handling. And finally, Petrov mask with weapon handling and hazard. Looking at the gear items, we have pulse resistance 8.5, armor on kill 15.8k, turret skill haste 6.1, chem launcher radius 5.7, and sticky bomb damage of 6.4. Now, must-buys things to look for from Roy Benitez? Not really, to be honest. None of them.
Glad we could help each other
Okay.
out.
So we had some nice PvP exclusives. The big ticket items for me would be the Black Friday, the Hollow Man, and then other ones would be like the Harmony and the Pyromaniac. Those aren't bad pickups at all. But let me know what you're picking up this week. Is it a big bust or is it a big W? I'm Kamikazevondoom. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But that's it for me. Hope you have a good day. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.